Hey, wanted to start out by saying that this is what I'm taking now, Majouro, and I started out on the 2.5 milligram and took it for about a month, and then she bumped me up to the 5 milligram. So I'm taking this one now. It's once a week, and it's to help control my A1C and lose weight because I'm a diabetic. And but anyway, since I've been on this, my A1C has improved to 5.6, and I've come from 261 all the way down to 244. So that's really good. So I'm going to show you how this works. I've actually got to take 2 shots today. I took a B12 also, and I'll show you how that works too, how I do that. Okay, so I got my alcohol swab here, and sometimes I give it to myself in my thigh, in the top of my leg, side of my leg, top of my leg, in my stomach. Those are the areas I usually go for. I think the last time I done it in my thigh though. But okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how this works. So here's the side of my leg, and I'm in my gown, so but here's the side of my leg, and I just clean the area real good. I remove the top. Okay, just lay that aside. And then you can see the needle up inside there. And you see the medicine, the bubble moving back and forth. There's a little indicator. It says lock and unlock. You're going to move that to the unlock. Let me see. I may need both hands to do this. But yeah, let me show you. You just move that to the unlock position. Okay, so now it's ready to be dispersed. So let's go back down here. This little area right here. And I'm going to make sure that that is the area. So I'm going to re-clean it real good. And it does not hurt, but sometimes you can hit an area to where it may hurt. But that didn't hurt just then. But you can get in little areas. I noticed that when I give myself shots in the stomach, that if I go into the same area that I've been giving myself a shot at, that same area, the needle tends to be, it'll go through, but it hurts. It's more painful. And I think that that's just because scar tissue maybe has formed up in there in the area to where that's now what's causing the pain every time you stick yourself in the area. Okay, so this is ready to be thrown away. So I'm going to lay that aside. Okay, so I'll throw that away. But I got one more shot I've got to do. And it is a B12. Now, I take a B12 once a week. And it's supposed to help with... B12 helps with everything. Let me start with weight loss. Good for weight loss. It's great to give you energy. There's so many factors, benefits to taking B12. So let me get this ready, and I will show you how I do this. Now, she gives me 12 weeks worth. I take one a week. And that's the, I don't know if I focus in on that. Not sure if it will or not. Maybe if I click on it, it will. Okay. Well, that's that. Let's get the... And she gives me enough syringes and needles to do this. So, well, I say she does. Looks like we got one more left in there. So I guess we have to get the needles refilled, which is crazy, but I have to go back to the pharmacy and get more needles for after I use that last one. Oh well. Okay, let's get back to this. This is the needle, and this is the syringe. Okay, this is a 25 gauge needle, and it is 1 inch thick. So it's gonna be a sticker for sure. Okay, let me open this up. Okay. And this is what I have to do every Tuesday. You take these two pieces. The needle is up inside there. It's actually covered up by this. I'll show you in just a second. But you take this and you attach it and you screw it, just kind of twist and push down. And you can't go no more. Okay, pull this back. Take the top off. All right. There is a top that has to be pulled off of here. There you go. Break the little cap off there. All right. Pull that needle back. Let me sit this down for a minute. Pull that back. Go about halfway down. Because you got to make sure that there's no air bubbles. And you have to make sure that you get it all. You want to get it all the goodie. So you're not going to put the needle all the way in. Kind of put it a little in because you're going to be gradually pulling the needle back out and you're not going to have to pull on the syringe at all by doing this. It's going to automatically fill up with the B12. So here we go. Stick that in there, and as you see, I did not stick the needle all the way in. Go up just a little further. All right, now I'm going to push all the air into the vial. All right, now I'm going to let off the end of it. Now you see I'm just holding it, and look how it's just sucking that liquid, that B12 up. Okay, I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. You definitely want to make sure you get all the goodie. You may want to turn it a little bit, twist it. You know, just don't break the needle there. Okay, it looks like I did get it all. Okay. All right. See how it's doing? See how it got all the liquid in here? Where I'm going to come on this, put my thumb on the syringe, and I'm going to push all the way up until I see several droplets come off of this. I always at least 2 to 3 droplets, and that's just me trying to be safe. I don't want an air bubble getting in me because they can do a lot of harm. They can actually kill you, from what I've heard. I've not experienced anyone having that done before, but you know, that problem. Okay, so let's get this going here. Let's see. I think I'm going to do it in the other arm. Yeah, let's do it in this arm. Because I did it in that arm, my right arm last time, so I'm going to do my left this time. And that's what I try to do. I try to switch up from going to one arm to the other arm, you know, back and forth each week, rotate. Okay, let's clean the area. And you want to put it in the muscle part up here at the top of your arm. Clean that area real good with a alcohol swab. And just take and stick. Make sure it's in and push. Push that into your arm and pull out. It's as simple as that. Now, I do take my alcohol swab because sometimes my arm will bleed, but it looks like it's not bleeding this time. But if it does, I usually put a Band-Aid over it. If it doesn't bleed, like it's not bleeding now, I don't worry with it. So, all right, we got that out of the way. And then what you do to make sure that no one else gets this needle, or gets a hold of this needle, I take and put the safety over it. Now, once you click it into the safety hut right there, you cannot pull that needle back out of this. I don't care how much you try. If you do, I'm surprised. Because when I first learned how to do this, I made a mistake of popping the needle out, and then I wasn't ready to stick myself at the time, so I pushed the cap back on it to keep from anything getting on my needle, to keep it clean, instead of putting the see-through cap on. And I was like, and then when I cleaned my area and I was ready to stick myself, well, I couldn't get my needle out. I was like, oh my gosh. And they really make it where you cannot get it out. The thing that you do, though, you undo this, unscrew it, separate it, and discard. Now, I have a box, a red box, that I put my needles and stuff in. And then when it gets full, I will take it to the doctor's office, or I don't know if you can take it to you can make it take it to your pharmacy, and then, you know, get them to dispose of it properly. But yeah. Oh, well, thanks for joining me on my normal morning, and a cup of coffee here. Thank you for joining me and letting me explain to you what I take, and see if this helps anybody else. There's been a lot of good stuff, a lot of good things happening. A lot of people are losing a lot of weight on this Majouro. So check with your doctor and see what he thinks. Thanks for listening, and have a good day. Bye-bye.